throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see, but the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it, and on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good cover. As he's dropped at the 17. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass. Tamp things down a little bit.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now. It's Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
65. Watch the twins.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And not the 1st quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit. It allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
Oh, yeah. Come on, let's go.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. It's fielded at the 45. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7-7, our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Let's go, D. Rush city. Rush.
Garoppolo now. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch safety three. Watch safety three. 21. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Mitchell. No gain on the play there, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not all on him.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Mitchell. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run the counter. Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Rely on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 89 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point good by Prater, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, able to slither by. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as a tackle. Going to be made at the 49ers 12-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Connor. And he's brought down. They'll look to run with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A final shot before half for Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Garoppolo on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Hey. Connor, and this time he is in. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 24, Garoppolo. That escapes the sack. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Arizona. On first down, Connor. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. The quick slant caught. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the pass.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my...
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The
8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score.
And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the... red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off on him, and the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that... Overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Noah Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's the one you meant to
DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Prater. extra point. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mitchell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Mitchell again. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The boom! I see.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Hopkins. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, it's Connor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They're going for it. It's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here's another interception. Picked up on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Going deep for Hopkins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Back to throw it, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put